swelling, a lot of swelling on my face. So my face is going to look weird. I have a lot of reaction in my eyes as well, because I went ahead and used two products from a brand which I thought would be very, very good, giving the kind of popularity they enjoy online. So I tried the alcoholic priming moisturizer from Sugar Cosmetics, and it completely reacted on my skin. I've not had this bad reaction in a very, very long time. And surprisingly, the same thing happened when I tried the Coffee Culture eye firming cream. I ordered both these products together, and in my enthusiasm tried them on one evening, and the second evening, and boom, my eyes are swollen. There's massive skin dermatitis kind of situation happening, so I'm not able to use a lot of skincare. So there's going to be very little testing in the next few weeks. I think brands can just do one thing well. They can either do color cosmetics better, or they can do skincare better, because both of them are very different fields. That's what I feel, because given my experience with Sugar, because the lipsticks are not so bad at all. In fact, I believe they're really, really good. I don't use them regularly, but I have decided as one of my goals for 2022 to learn makeup. What are your goals for 2022? I have had 6 goals, and I'm doing a separate video for it. I'm going to share it with you soon. So a brand roast. I think a brand roast is incredibly important, and what I feel it's important to give myself a sense of being important is because I use this platform to not only communicate with you, the audience, but I also want to use this platform to communicate with the brands, and which also happens because every brand that I speak to, it always has a little bit of connection or reference to a video that I might have done about them. So I thought I will do a brand roast of the products and the brands that we share, not some unknown brands here and then like a Femme or some, which probably we're never going to use ever. Brands which I've spoken about for the last 2 years, and brands that you have asked me for. The first brand roast is from one of my most favorite brands, and probably the brand that actually introduced to a lot of people, the Detoxy. I love the vitamin C serum. I love their eye gel. In fact, a lot of people question me post my video that why haven't I spoken about their eye gel. It's a great eye gel. I just didn't want to shortlist it in my favorite 5 for 2021. That doesn't make it any lesser. But I really wanted to roast them about their sunscreen, the Detoxy sunscreen, which was such a mess of a product. It peels so badly, gives you such a deathly white cast. And I have done a video on how I used all of these, tested them in the outside environment, and this I think was one of the worst sunscreens I tried. And more importantly, it's not even a certified product. So I'm like, why did you even release this product? I expect so much better from a brand that really stands up to a lot of promises that they make. The second brand roast has got to be for one of the biggest hypes that was waited for in 2021, and everybody was flooding my comment section. Why are you not reviewing Chemist at Play? And then I did. Poppy website, brilliant design. The tragedy is that despite the fact that they have the money, they have the intelligence, they have the brains, I don't even know how this moisturizer ever got released. I'm not even going to talk about the ingredients, but how can anyone use this with the kind of smell? I'm not going to call it fragrance, the smell that this product has. And this is not just me. I had so many people try it out within the friends and family that I know, and everybody's first reaction was, ooh, that doesn't smell right. Did this work for anybody? I mean, could anybody use it? Did the smell fragrance really work for anyone? I'm curious to know. If it did, please do leave a comment in the comment section below. I would like to know more. The same experience I had with this absolutely beautiful, cute looking bottle, the vitamin C. Now, everybody is very, very keen to try vitamin C, right? It's one of the most favored, most popular product. The fragrance. And it may feel wrong to be roasting brands. I don't really enjoy calling out brands and calling out products, because it's very subjective. What works for someone doesn't work for another person. But I think it's also important because if you remember, cut back when Minimalist was released, a few of us went out and called them out for not only the packaging, which is an absolute ripoff, just like this is also, but also the fact that they'd introduced some serums which were just not right. They wouldn't have worked well for any skin type, but in fact would have been very damaging. And Minimalist actually went ahead and withdrew those serums, which I think is brilliant, and it is important that they do it, right? So this is a two-way conversation. And kudos to Minimalist for reacting to feedback and actually acting on it. Nobody's perfect. Everybody improves and changes with time, with feedback, and with also exchanging ideas and new thoughts. And you also see that very, very clearly in the vitamin C powder that the Minimalist released. That product was an absolute dud. It failed because it oxidized very quickly, it didn't give you the results very well, it didn't even emulsify very well. So they have put it out of stock, which is a nice way to say we are no longer going to ship it. Why not, right? So either way that you do it, but it's important when products are not good that they are moved back from consumption. I have my doubts about the Deconstruct moisturizer with kojic acid because yes, kojic acid is absolutely brilliant for lightening the skin. It's very good for fading out acne scars, pigmentation. It's in fact one of the ingredients of choice by most dermatologists. It's in the moisturizer that I have a problem. And whenever my phone rings, it's an important point to consider. I was among the earliest people to talk about Deconstruct, and every recommendation that I gave about the Deconstruct product has been loved by most of the people in the community, if not everybody. I personally love Deconstruct, and I've had a long-lasting relationship with them. With the moisturizer, a little bit of is coming from the fact that it already has great ingredients. It's got 5% niacinamide, it's got vitamin C, which in itself are not only great faders, but niacinamide also is a tyrosinase inhibitor. So do we really need the 1% kojic acid in it? Given the fact that kojic acid is an ingredient that should not be used over an extended period of time. And that is where my discomfort is coming. And I thought it is up to roast the brand a little bit over here that, is it really a necessary, or is it a product differentiation in a very competitive moisturizer market that has kind of created a little bit of imbalance in the ingredients used? Kojic acid in a moisturizer doesn't sit well for me because kojic acid over a period of time when used consistently can cause sun sensitivity. So I don't know why it would be in a moisturizer. Now kojic acid in a serum is great because it's going to give you all the benefits, but what's going to happen is along with the serum you're going to use a moisturizer, which is kind of going to make sure that your skin is protected, the skin barrier is maintained. But when we introduce an ingredient like kojic acid in a product like moisturizer, that's going to actually help keep your skin barrier safe. It can create issues is what I understand. That said, that's a product that's going to be in my test. And if you are going to use it, my advice would be to use it for maybe 2-3 months and then discontinue it as a moisturizer and then use another moisturizer. Moisturizers really need to do one thing very well. Moisturize your skin and keep it hydrated and protect the skin barrier. That is the most critical function of a moisturizer. With kojic acid, that can be a little compromised. And so this is a conversation we must have 3 to 4 months from today because the moisturizer will take that much time to show any effect, negative or positive. Conscious chemist, I tried the products. I sincerely do try all of these products because, skincare is so subjective. I want to give them absolutely a fair chance to perform. But when I was using this product, there was a foreign object that I found in it. So the end. When there's so much of money being put in these small things not being taken care of is definitely worth a roast. And also worth a roast is Earth Rhythm. I spoke in such glowing terms about their sunscreen. I spoke so much about their Glow Boost serum, which I think was a brilliant, brilliant product. And so what happened? They went through changes. They got a new logo done and they were raising funds. I think they did go ahead and raise the funds. And I did reach out to Harini a few times as to why have you changed the packaging? What's the change? And they said, there's no change in the formula, which might be right. But hey, whatever changes you do, it is very important for the brand to take your audience along with you, to take the community along with you. All it takes is one post across all your handles or maybe 3 posts across your handles to let them know that, hey, we are changing this product. There is no change in this, but you can see a change in this. For example, we are introducing the glow boost in a different formulation so that it does not become brown as fast as the previous one did. But everything, all the goodness of the product is going to be the same. When I, as an audience, read it, I'm like, okay, I trust you and I'm still going to go ahead and buy it. But when I buy a product without expecting a change, then you feel cheated. Like what happened to us with the Earth Rhythm sunscreen, right? The SPF sunscreen, it had glitter on it. And when I think about it from a skincare perspective, that glitter will actually make your skin look a little more flawless. And a lot of the Olay creams have it. It's a little bit of silica, which gives you a nice plump and a flawless look. But then I need to know that you've changed the composition of my product. I just need to know. My advice to Earth Rhythm is that as you go along and create these wonderful products with all the R&D and the advanced technology and science, it's also important to take your audience along with you. Just let them know that product B is different from product A, and these are the changes you have made and these are the changes you have not made. We just want to know. The last brand on this roast is one of my recent favorite, the Daughter Earth. I love all the products. I love how scientifically advanced all the products and how each of the products really, really delivers. In fact, this is a conversation I had with one of their team members when I said, when I read the descriptions of your product, it gives me a intellectual headache because I have to sit down and decode and simplify. What does it really mean? Because they don't use the language that you and I are used to, the plumping, the hydration, the glow, the, smoothing away. They don't use those terms. They use very scientific technology-based terms. Not technology, definitely scientific terms. And you know what she said? She said, we can't do it. We are in FDA. We don't do it because we follow the FDA guidelines. You cannot overpromise and you cannot promise what is not going to be 100%. So they want to and FDA has very strict rules on what you can market and how you can market. I'm like, yaar, India mein kar rahe ho. FDA to bahar hai. But in the minimum, please make it at least use the language that I can understand. And if I'm having difficulty understanding, who's trained in skincare, I can only imagine how a lot of the other people struggle with understanding what is this product going to do for me. So, that's the feedback that I have for the brand. Let me know what your roasts for this year have been and how you would like different brands to change or to communicate better or to become better. It's going to be a very interesting comment section, and that's where I'm going to meet you.